Okay, we are back for another game review, and boy, was this one interesting because a lot of stuff happened. I couldn't watch the majority of the first period. Actually, no, the first half of the first period because I was on my way home from a hockey game that I played earlier today. Pretty brutal game. I screw you, number 11. Anyways, so game between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Islanders. Game 1 of this playoff series. First off, Semyon Varlamov is out. So is Evgeny Malkin and Casey DeSmith. So you had Schneider backing up Sorokin, and you had Lagacé backing up Tristan Jarry. And after this game, they might want to check in with Tristan Jarry on his glove side because he let in a lot of similar goals through the majority of this game. So first period, I only have the goals. Kyle Palmieri scored the first goal for the Islanders with Pajot and Dobson getting the assist. Again, it was glove side. Ignore it. And then not long after, the Penguins scored Frederick Gaudreau. You don't see that name too often. He tied the game up from Evan Rodriguez, my man. And that was pretty much the events of the first period. The shots were 18-13 in favor of the Penguins. And the second period was controlled very well by the Pens. Very well. There was a Nelson wraparound that was off at the beginning of the game, stopped by Tristan Jarry, so he was good with the wraparounds. There was another wraparound on the Penguins on the Islanders side where Sorokin denied it. It was actually looked like it might have gone in, but he stopped it. And then it was mostly back and forth hockey until they started pressuring. The Penguins started pressuring for a solid 2 to 3 minutes. They were getting a lot of pucks on net, and they were going to score one. So then they scored. Brian Dumoulin, or at least we thought it was Brian Dumoulin. It was Sidney Crosby. Off of a hard Dumoulin shot, and Getzler got the assist, as well as Dumoulin, and it was 2-1. And then the Islanders took a penalty. Adam Pelech for tripping, that was killed off. The Islanders penalty was very good, considering, sorry if you hear the dogs barking, but considering the fact that, it's Penn's power play. Penn's power play is very good. So, considering the fact they killed all of them off, that is great for the Islanders. There was a Letang backhand shot that was off of Ilya Sorokin. It stopped by him. He also shut down a 2-on-1, which is very impressive. He had himself a good game. And then the shots were 25-16 Pittsburgh with 7 minutes left. And as I said before, the shots were 18-13. The Islanders only had 3 shots in that third period for a while. Then there was a Jeff Carter penalty for high sticking. There was a 4-minute Islanders power play that was killed off. Then Kyle Palmieri went off for tripping. That was killed off. There was a lot of penalties in this game, notably. And then there was a dangerous shorthanded chance for John Gabriel Pajot that was denied by Tristan Jarry. He had a good game, apart from the fact that the goals that he let in were pretty similar, so we may need to look at that. In the third, he started off with a goal pretty much right away. John Gabriel Pajot tied up the game 2-2. There was, I think, Scott Mayfield got the assist. It says none on here, but I think someone else got an assist. But that goal was off a very bad Penguins change. Just caught in a bad line change. That things like that happen. It happens in B leagues. It happens in Bantam. It happens in every league. So I mean, it's not like it's any different. The Islanders kind of got a grasp of life as they had multiple opportunities to take the lead. Jarry stopped all of them. Penguins defense was very good tonight. Or today, but not judging by this, there was a Barzal shot that was desperately stopped by Jarry. I thought that was in. I thought that was going to go in, but nope, Jarry stopped it. There was a Dumoulin thing that happened. He was in pain after taking a blocked shot from Pulock. Pulock has a very hard shot, we know that. He took it in the ankle, and that's playoff hockey. Welcome to the playoffs, Brian Dumoulin, and you know what? That's what it is. The shots were 31-30 for Pittsburgh with 7 minutes left. The Islanders were notably coming back in that game very quickly. And then there was goals. Brock Nelson scored with Beauvillier and Pulock getting the assists. It was 3-2. And then just like before he even got the assists, Kasperi Kapanen comes down the other way and scores. My respect for Kapanen has been unreal. He's been one of my favorite players for the Penguins, probably all time, even though he's played one season. I don't know why. I just loved him in Toronto. And when he got traded to Pittsburgh, I got kind of butthurt. But nonetheless, I've loved him in Pittsburgh. Carter and Ceci got the assist as well. There was a huge Crosby chance to make it 4-3 in the third. That went wide. There was Bailey and Pajot chances that were stopped by Jari before the regulation came to an end. So in overtime, it was a little bit back and forth. There was a lot of opportunities on both sides. I don't think there was any penalties. And Kyle Palmieri got his second goal of the night, or the day. I keep thinking it's nighttime, even though it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. He won it for the Islanders, his second of the night. And Lou Lamoriello looks pretty dang good with that trade. So, yeah, I think that, going up 1-0, it's notably shown that in the past 6 playoff, or since they've been under Barry Trotz, every single game one that they've won, they're 4-0. And every single game one that they've lost, they are 0-2. So, game one is very important, no matter what series it is. It may not mean anything in the end, but nonetheless, it's very important. So your 3 stars of the game were Kyle Palmieri with 2 goals. John Gabriel Pajot had himself one good night. And Sidney Crosby as well as a 3rd star. I would put Frederick Gaudreau up there. He played pretty well. I noticed him a lot. And final totals here. Shots were 42-41 in favor of the Penguins. The Islanders notably came back. The hits were 72-47 in favor of the Islanders. That was big. Penalty minutes, 6 minutes for the Islanders, 4 minutes for the Penguins. And face-off percentages, 47.1 for the Islanders and 52.9 for the Penguins. This has got to be a very frustrating game for the Pens, as they were kind of in control for the majority of this. So yeah, that is pretty frustrating, but nonetheless, the New York Islanders lead 1-0, and we know what they can do. We've noticed it before with the Capitals and the 2020 and 2019. They know with playoff Islanders, they can go on a big run, and we can see that. And you know what? I'm not counting them out. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know who you think is going to win the series and even Game 2. I don't know. It could be very wide open. But anyways, thank y'all for watching and for all your support. We're almost at 800. We're only 2 away. And yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.